forgot to mention a point that after Hitler dead, he will go to hell.
Yeah.
What happened to
Yes.
Modi?
Modi, he will be punished according to his sins and he will be rewarded according to his
For
good
having,
deeds.
for Muslims being oppressed and killed in. Bring on the monkey army. Sanjadeep. Gesso.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello.
Where's
Hi.
Fareed gone? This will be for Reed.
Reedler's monkey army.
Fareed is around,
What do you want? Come on. We had a conversation last time. What have you come on to say now?
I don't know. Just joined.
No.
I want to say more
I'll
about
give you
Hinduism.
Dawahwise's capable hands.
So Hindu Sanatan, what's your name?
Tanjadeep.
No.
What is it?
Tanjadeep.
I don't want to say the name. These guys came to my channel and made some rubbish comments. No,
Who
not
came
you,
to your channel?
but some audience. So I have to delete all my videos. So I don't want to share my name.
Who came to your channel?
Okay.
The guys
Make up
here.
a name, at least something we can call you. You don't have to give your real name. Go on.
Okay. Call
We
me
know
a
who it
Hindu.
is.
That's all.
Call
You
you
know
what?
who you are.
Yeah.
You're the one who doesn't believe you believe you're part of God, isn't it? Or not part of God?
Yeah, I believe part of God. Okay.
You believe you're
next.
part of God. And do you believe the monkey army was actually monkeys, or was it some kind
It's
of
called
wild man?
Vanaras. It's called Vanaras, not monkeys. That
So
race
you,
is
yeah, I'm just
extinct.
wondering which side of the Hindu divide you were on. All right.
No,
go
no,
on.
no. Those are
Anyway,
called
what do you want to say?
Vanaras.
What do you want to say? Come on. The Dawahwise boys are here. They'll
Varanas has to do with the caste system. What's that got to do with the monkey army?
Banar is the word
Banaras.
for
Okay,
Vanaras.
it's a place.
What
No, I think he
caste
said
system with Banaras? What's that?
Banaras is a place. I think he said Varanas.
Vanaras.
Okay. Anyway, what's your question? Have you got a question? You have been in the back chat for quite a while now. So have you got a point you want to make?
No, just want to make the clear the concepts of Hinduism. That's all. But how can I make without you asking me questions?
Okay, so the question is this: how does Hinduism deal with injustice?
Injustice.
So imagine you have
depending-
someone like Hitler who has killed millions of people.
Death.
In Hinduism, how does karma, for example, deal with and
He
get
will
justice?
he will be reborn again for lakhs and lakhs of lives, and he will be born in such with low lives like ants, bugs. He will suffer the pain for lakhs of years.
Okay, let's deal with that. So imagine Hitler comes back as a rat. Yeah. Does this rat know?
Not only
hear me
rat.
out.
Okay.
Well, a rat is not a human, right? So as some other species of animal, the question is this: does the rat remember that its soul in the previous life had killed millions of people?
It won't remember like that, but
how is it a punishment then?
No, it will be a major suffering. His mindset will be so suffering that he will struggle the pain like he will not die, but his tail. Just imagine that the rat will be trapped in the rat trap. His tail will be trapped. He will suffer the pain for days, months.
But how is that giving justice to the victims? I don't understand.
No. In this life, he will be punished with death. But for lives and lives, for killing those lakhs of people, he will suffer in lakhs and crores of different.
When he's coming back as an animal, which doesn't even remember what he did in his past life. So even if the rat dies through a mousetrap,
then again he will be born as a human.
How does the rat come to understand that what is going through is a punishment for something it did in its previous life? If it doesn't know, it's not really a punishment for what it did in the life, is it?
In this life, he will remember it. But I mean, when he is dead, he will again go through that pain, and he will be in this. Akan bhai, wo log kya bolta hai isme?
Akan, do you agree with him?
Akan Bharat. Okay.
Akan, do you agree with him?
Yes.
Yes.
Simple.
Which part do you agree?
What was his last line? What was his last line? Pardon me, please.
Okay,
He-
so my
he
question
said-
was,
Oh,
how does, in Hinduism, how does one understand the concept of dealing with injustice? So how will they be punished? How will the victims get justice, basically? Because, you know, in Islam, we have the concept of hell and heaven. Yeah. So it's pretty clear. Someone who has committed atrocities, has committed murder. So even if they were Muslim, they will get the punishment. Yes, until Allah forgives them. But in Hinduism, you have the concept of dharma and karma. So when you die, you come back as some other creature. The question is, does a creature know, even if it's got punished, like the gentleman said, through some mousetrap or something, when it becomes a mouse, does a creature know it's getting punished for what it did in his past life?
No, if I get rebirth, I won't able to remember my previous rebirth, whatever I did in my last life. And
After death,
second thing is that there is a concept of hereafter also in Hinduism. Those who say that there is no concept of hereafter, in my point of view, they are wrong. In my point of view, because Garud Puran clearly mentions about heaven and hell, and even there are verses in Vedas also promotes that, also say that there is concept of heaven and a hell. As per Vedas, we find that hell, even in Puranas also, sometimes I have found that the hell are for eternal time also. Eternal don't means for a long time, not eternal time, for a long time. So
I
those who
forgot
say
to
there is
mention a
no
point.
concept of hell. What?
I forgot to mention a point that after Hitler dead, he will go to hell.
Yes.
He will suffer all the
Yes, he will
punishments
go
of
to
Garuda
hell
Puran.
for.
Then he will be born again. That punishment
Yes,
will be very
exactly.
severe. He will remember everything. But
Okay, so
when
you do have
coming
the
back to
concept of
life,
hell and heaven, yeah?
what will happen to
Yes.
Modi?
Modi, he will be punished according to his sins and he will be rewarded according to his
For
good
having,
deeds.
for Muslims being oppressed and killed in
Yes,
India,
there. What?
Who said that?
and for what happened in
Why are you
Gujarat.
believing that? No, he was proven innocent in that case.
So what
Gujarat
happened in
case.
Gujarat?
I don't
When he
know,
was
but
the,
the court judgment clearly states that he is ignorant. That's all. I know the final judgment of it.
Is he
I
going
don't
to
know the
hell?
exact matter.
Is he going to hell?
If he had really did it, he will go to hell. If he
He will go to hell.
didn't do it, he will not.
Do you believe he did it?
I don't know much about Gujarat politics. It's not from us. It's very far. So Akan has to say that.
Where are you from in India, Hindu Sanatan?
From South India.
Whereabouts in South India?
I've got
Andhra
referees
Pradesh.
between you guys.
Where?
Andhra Pradesh.
Andhra
Pradesh. Okay. So look, just because I don't think you're ignorant of what Modi did in Gujarat, but that's besides the point. We are talking about here the concept of justice.
Yeah.
The question still remains: how do the victims of Hitler get justice? Because you said your hell is just temporary, right?
Yes.
Okay. So how do the victims get justice? If he has got millions of victims.
Yeah. So according to their sins and their lives, according to their benefits, they will go to heaven. Some people will go to hell. Some people will be reborn again. I mean, the what do you say? The principle is, first, if a person commit good deeds here, he will go to heaven. He will have some certain time there. He will enjoy all the benefits that for the good deeds. Again, he will come back as human until he is liberated. That's the process. Heaven or hell, both. That's the basic process. So you have to.
So you mentioned about heaven. What about the hell? What happens in hell?
The book Garuda Puran, they have punishments for every wrong thing that done here.
Okay, but your hell is still temporary, right?
No, it's permanent. I mean, the people suffer, the people who do mistakes here definitely go to hell. Hell is permanent, but the people's punishment will be for a certain time until their time
Okay.
is due. Okay, yeah.
All right, so they'll go for a certain number of years or decades. I don't know what it is, and they get
Thousands of
punished.
years, not
Thousands of
like
years. Okay.
100 days, not like that. Thousands of years, according to their sins.
So
Yeah.
what is the point of karma? Then I don't understand. Why would they
Every
become into some other animal? What is the point?
every action has equal and opposite reaction. So, for say, let us imagine Arjun, the Arjun in Mahabharata. So
Yeah.
the only sin he did is he was insecure about one guy called Ekalavya. He's excellent archer than him, but he was completely insecure about him. So he is Boya, which they call forest race, what they call tribals. He's always feel less of him. So in next birth he was born as a tribal called Bhaktakannappa. Yeah. So he suffered according to all the wrong things he did, and again he attained liberation. That's the concept.
No, but I'm trying to understand what is the point of this rebirth. If you got the concept of hell, then what is the point of rebirth? Why are people being reborn again and again?
The goal of a Hindu is to attain liberation. That we have to be, what do you say? We have to be equal.
Moksha, you mean attain
Yeah,
moksha? Yeah?
yeah, moksha.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Why do you have to go through that cycle? What is the point?
As we said that we are part of God, right? So until we realize that we are part of God, we will be born again and again.
You say you're part of God. Hakan disagrees.
Okay, let Akan answer for this question. I said my version.
With you. I just got one question. I'm going to quickly go pray. But
ask Akan.
1 second. Let me ask you a question. Are all animals previously humans?
We can't say that. Maybe, but they assume that we take crores and lakhs of lives to attain liberation. It's very difficult process.
No, but all animals today,
yeah, maybe
reincarnated human beings.
Yeah, someday maybe.
Huh?
They say that. I mean, the human life is very rare among these lives. They go cycles of lives according to their karma, but very rarely they will get this human life. In this life, we have to get maximum as
someone's reincarnated as a squirrel.
Oh, okay.
How do they do good? How do you be a good squirrel or a bad squirrel?
Eat a lot of nuts.
No, I want to hear what he said.
It's not about good and
squirrel.
No. Good and bad is not the issue. The thing is, you will suffer as squirrel. If you did bad deeds, you will be suffered as squirrel. But if you do good deeds, but you had a small thing that you had killed a squirrel or such in your life, you may born a squirrel.
How do you move on from being a squirrel? How can you be determined whether you've been a good or bad squirrel to get your next upgrade or downgrade?
Following its dharma, the squirrel's nature, it will follow its dharma.
Okay, so if you're a squirrel and you don't do what squirrels do, that you're a bad squirrel.
The nature of animals is to follow their natural cycles. They don't have brain like us. They will just pass their lives in natural cycles. That's what.
Okay, so which animal doesn't do that? Which animal doesn't do that? Do animals have free will?
They may have, but they don't have brain, right? Like humans, they were evolved according to their.
I think they do have brains.
Their capacity.
Have brains.
Like humans.
So what's
you've been looking
at? I'm trying to understand the cycle.
Do they have all the complexities of humans?
So human beings,
they don't have rationality like you and me, but they do have brains.
So we got a human being.
I didn't say they didn't have brains, but they have cycles of behaviors. Yeah.
Listen, all right. So we got a human being. He stole some of his neighbor's washing line, and he's being reincarnated as a squirrel. Right. How does this continue now? So he's a squirrel now, and he's doing what squirrels do. How can he then be?
Okay.
How does karma apply to that squirrel?
Okay, I can give the example I know, but you are asking too much in depth. Okay,
I can. No, question, mate. It's not too much.
Okay, Okay. One king attained liberation as an elephant. That is called Gajendra Moksha.
What?
So the crocodile catches his leg while he was in the.
We can't hear you properly.
The crocodile.
Start
Gajendra-
again from the beginning. Start from the beginning.
It's called Gajendra Moksha. The elephant gets liberation. In the
Okay.
previous life, he is a king. But as an elephant, he attained liberation by getting that knowledge. There is a story about that. If you listen to that, you can understand how.
Can you get
animals
out your
attain liberation.
duvet? Come out your duvet. Got a duvet on your head.
We can't hear you
Honestly.
again. Your voice is getting muffled.
Okay, Gajendra Moksha, the elephant attaining liberation. Did you get that?
Yeah. Okay.
You said
Carry
an
on. Yeah?
elephant. A king
Yeah.
became an elephant, yeah?
Yes,
No,
in his previous. Yeah,
Yeah.
king in his previous life became elephant now, so he
Did he
attained
know he
liberation.
used
That's
to be
called Gajendra Moksha.
Let me play the game. Did he know he used to be an elephant? A king?
No. In
No.
normal life, he will not. But in that life and death situation, he will self-realize all the lives he has done, the mistakes. So he asked God for make me liberated from all this pain. Yeah.
Stop. Are you saying now the elephant's remembering his past lives?
No, he's saying
At
no.
the time of death.
At the time of
at
death?
the death situation, when the crocodile catches its leg, it's almost dead. At that time, the elephant self-realizes. So the mistakes he has done, he will not ask for save his life. He will ask to liberate his soul from the body and to unite in the God.
What is
That
that got to
knowledge
do
she
with anything?
gets.
What's that got to
What?
do with my squirrel?
Exactly.
It's an elephant. It's an animal, right?
No,
Same way.
I want to know what's going on with my squirrel.
I don't know squirrel's nature. If I know squirrel's nature, I would have
Squirrel's
explained
nature
you.
eats nuts, stores nuts, hides nuts.
So
Eats
basically,
nuts.
Okay, it may be trapped in a hole.
Everything
be trapped in
eventually
the hole.
becomes. Are you saying everything eventually becomes part of God? Yeah.
Yeah.
So Hitler will become part of God one day.
One day, after crores and lives and
Okay.
the pain that
Do
he
you
has
believe
done to
there
all
is
the people,
do
he
you
will
believe there
suffer
is
it.
evil in this world?
What?
Do you
Yeah,
believe
he
there
may
is
be there.
evil? Do you believe there is evil in this world?
Yes, there is there.
Okay, because
That is
earlier you said everything is God, isn't it? Something like that.
The God has given a free nature, but the dharma is in the middle. That's called balance. Even
Okay.
good will give you good things, bad give you bad things, but those are not highest. The balance is the highest thing in Hinduism.
What tradition of Hinduism do you follow? Are you Advaita Vedanta?
No, I didn't reach that level. The Advaita is for sannyasis, yogis, those who has reached
What
the
tradition do you
vairagya.
follow? Are you
Normal nigamas. We worship idols, deities, polytheism.
Okay. So when you worship idols, do you actually believe that these idols, say for example, the idol of Ram or Krishna, do you think they actually existed at one point?
Yes, those are called itihasas. They have happened as it is, but lakhs of years ago. That's what they say.
So do you think Krishna looks like the idol that you worship?
Yes, he's black.
How do you know what Krishna looked like?
It's mentioned. He's called Neeli Megha Shyama, which is dark as a black cloud.
No, other than his
That's
color.
the definition.
Look, I'm not talking about the color.
He wears a.
I'm talking about his features.
They describe him. They describe him in Bhagavatam.
So why do you think Krishna is God?
Yes.
How many gods do you believe in?
These are forms of God, but there is one God. That's what we believe.
No. When you say forms of God, are they actually
that God has taken this form? Okay, these are called avatars. Krishna, Rama are called avatars. They will manifest as complete power of Paramatma, that real God. So they has taken human form and they will manifest all the power that he has.
Okay, so you have one real God and then you have his avatars, yeah?
Avatars and Shiva, Trinity, Vishnu, Brahma.
Okay, so who is the real God then? What's his name?
He doesn't have a name and a form.
Is it not Brahman?
But everything came from him. Huh?
Brahman.
Yeah, that's they refer it as Brahman.
Okay, so he does have a name,
shapeless. Right? I mean that shapeless, formless nature, they referred it as Brahman.
Okay, so he does have a name
called
source.
Brahman. Now, the source.
the Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, the Trimurti or the Trinity of Hinduism, are these same as Brahman or they're different?
They came from Brahman and they have equal power as Brahman. So it's like 1 is equal to 1 into 1 into 1. What it is equal to 1, right? Same like that.
Well, it's not really actually, because if they came from Brahman, that means Brahman is the source of these three.
Brahman has taken form of these three. That's what.
No. Brahman. Are you saying that when Brahman takes a form of Vishnu, for example, does he stop being Brahman?
No.
Exactly. So these are the avatars.
No,
the avatars are the forms or the demigods. They are not the Almighty God, because.
Okay, you are thinking that he is there at the top, so he will come here, so there will be no God. That's what you are thinking. No,
I'm not thinking like that.
It doesn't work like that. Yeah.
I'm going based on what you said, that these are the avatars of Brahman. Brahma, Vishnu. Brahma is not Brahman. He's the avatar of Brahman.
Yeah, Brahma is the creator, Vishnu is the preserver, and Shiva is the destroyer.
Let me ask you this. Can Brahman die?
He will die after Brahma will die, not Brahman. Brahman is eternal.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So Brahman never dies. Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva die, yeah?
I mean, the appointed here. Okay. That's a big concept. I cannot explain in this short form. I have an answer. I will try to explain. So there is a multiverse concept in Hinduism. Every second, from that Brahman, from each pore of his cell or whatever it is, every time a creation will come, every second. So it's unlimited creation.
That doesn't matter. He still dies. That's the point.
Yeah,
Brahma still dies, right? During every what do you say, cycle of the universe.
Yes,
Brahma,
but new
Vishnu,
Brahma will
Shiva,
be appointed.
die, right?
Shiva, Vishnu, I don't think so. You ask Akan Bharat about that. Akan Bhai.
Akan Bhai, you can weigh in here.
Hinduism cannot be explained by one.
Can I just?
Go on.
I don't know if you've got a line of questioning that you want to go through with him, but I just wanted to understand is that if you weren't born a Hindu, would you become a Hindu? Would you adopt the belief system that you have now?
What? I didn't get you.
If you weren't born into the belief system that you have now, into Hinduism, however you want to define it, would you be convinced of these arguments and become a Hindu? Because sitting from the outside, it just seems there's just assumptions and presuppositions on your belief system. There's no real evidence
but for
and
us,
arguments to
Allah
justify
seems
it.
to be a belief too. For us, Allah seems to be a belief too. Same like you.
Right. Good question.
Yeah.
Right. Good question. So you think that for us, Allah is just a belief too, but from a Muslim perspective, if you turn around and say,
for me, it's a belief. For you, it's not. For me, these things, the Paramatma is a reality for us. That's what I am saying.
No, but it's a reality. You're making an assertion. Yeah. So I think it's a good question.
No, it's not an assertion.
Okay,
but
so
it's mentioned. It's
made
clear in all different subtexts. Yeah.
Right. So Hindu, how do you ensure that you can differentiate between what's asserted to be the case to what you can justify to be the case? How do you do that in your way of thinking?
Those are called Samhita books. There are rishis.
Right.
Those
so
mention certain characteristics, and they mention that what's real and what's not. I mean, what came. I mean, the Sanatana Dharma, the God, that will be eternal. That will not change. But certain people will claim that I am God, etc., etc. To defame that or to disprove that, these books will help. I'm
just gonna cut you short a little bit. Sorry, I just want to try and understand. Are you basically saying the reason why Hinduism is true is because you have these books that say it's true?
Yeah. For you also it's same, right? Allah is true because of Prophet Muhammad.
No. We don't turn around and say the Quran is true because the Quran says it's true. We don't do that. That's called
We
being
don't
viciously circular.
we don't do that too, but we believe in God. I have prayed to God. So it has happened what exactly said in those books when I prayed. That's why we believe in God. Okay,
so Hindu, I'm trying to understand what external evidences to the books do you use to justify this book and your particular faith system? What's the external evidence that you use?
There is Ram Setu.
There was what?
For
Sorry?
Ramayana, there is Ram Setu. But the Puranas, for the Puranas, this is happening in Kailasam. Those places are very different, which is beyond our realm. Puranas, but Itihasas are the things that happened on
We can't hear you.
We can't
You agree with
hear
this?
you properly.
Akhan, can you answer the question? What Sharif asked?
What?
I can't,
I didn't
God.
Akhan, can you answer the question?
Yes, there are some external evidences, but I can send it to Dawahwise. I have collection of it, but I cannot mention here right now. Some of the point related to receive assist. That is an also external evidence we have found.
Yeah. Okay. So a couple of things I can. Maybe I'll get to understand this. What weight do you think do you give to external evidences to justify your belief? Is it really important? Is it essential? Or is it just something that helps you to sort of justify the preconceived notions of what you're born into?
No, not at all. By birth, I had never seen these books or nothing like that. In the middle of my life, I realized that no one forced it. By proof, by the scholar speeches, everything we understood.
Okay,
that...
Hindu. Let me just speak to Arkan first because I'm trying to understand. I think the audio of yours is a bit difficult to understand. So Arkan, what weight do you give to external evidence to justify your belief system? I'm just hearing, is that cockerels in the background?
Yeah.
Probably
early in India now.
Okay. Akhan, can you understand the question? Do you understand the question? How important is it that you have these evidences? Is it essential for you to be what you are? Adopt the beliefs that you adopt?
आसिम भाई आप तो गुजरात से हैं हिंदी में बता सकते हैं
You need to say it in English, sorry.
Yes, for the audience. Most of the audience don't understand Hindi.
Okay, भाई मुझे पता है मैं उसको बोल देता हूँ कोई बात
हाँ बोल दी
Oh, can you? Is English
I will
not
translate
good?
it. Okay, I will try to translate.
You both speak English, man. Come on, just say it in English.
Akanba is a bit weak in English. He already admitted that before.
Okay, go on.
All right, I'm going to let you guys go because it sounds like it's morning there and we got other people waiting. So take care, guys.